Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? We got Brock, Robert back, Tommy J. Hey, Joe. I know there's a bunch. Hips here, Gators here, Jake's here. Randy, how you doing? Cobius, how are you? Randy, how are you? And I think I got everybody. And Dirty Old Man, how's it going? And I think they explained that the Dirty Old Man that there isn't daylight savings or something here in Thailand that I know of. And I think Brock answered it, and he'd know better. Hey, Uli, how you doing? So, in case you guys didn't notice, there was a new intro from my friend. Um, well, I think what it was is that he felt so bad for me that I am, challenged at doing any of that kind of stuff. But Richard from Richard's Travel offered to do an intro and an outro. So I don't know how to time it exactly right, because if I got it right when I'm looking on my phone, it's supposed to say welcome, and I think all you guys can let me know. All you saw was Gotta Love Thailand's live stream. Is that true, or did you see welcome to come up? Uh, Let me know. Hey Al, how you doing? Um, but I don't know how to do it. I pressed go live, then I pressed down and pressed intro, and the delay there, I think I missed part of it. I have to ask Richard. Richard will probably tell me what I got to do. But I just want to put a shout out to him. Thank you very much. I mean, I know he's a busy guy. He's got his own gig going on, and he has work. I know he works hard. So I really appreciate that he took the time to do that for me. So anyway, now, and you got to kind of bear with me now. I got to get set up here. I got to get some computer stuff, but I've split the screen. So on the left, I have the StreamYard app, and on the right, I have the YouTube, so that I can see the comments in the YouTube. And I'm not looking at the comments in StreamYard anymore. I think this will work out better than I could see them the same time as you guys are doing it. So anyway, I'm gonna try that. But if anybody can, nice intro. Thanks, Cobus. Yeah, he did a good job. He asked me how long. Yeah, he did it all himself. I mean, he's obviously really talented at that stuff where I am not. But he offered to do it for me. And the outtake one, um, I don't think I'll screw that up, but I'll show you that one here right now, real quick. You guys tell me what you think. Here's the outro. So anyway, well, what did you guys think? He obviously a lot more talented than I am. I mean, he probably did it and didn't probably take him much time, but that's not the point. He did it and did take the time to do it for me, and I really appreciate that. Um, so anyway, let's see. Health wise, good. Gonna go do a video on the house. Went there last night. They finally put in the kitchen cap or kitchen counter. They haven't. They didn't put in the island yet. They'll probably do that tomorrow. They don't work on Sundays, so I figured maybe I'd go over there today. They have enough done where I could put out maybe a 3 or 4 minute video. The place looks great. All the glass is in. He bought the doors. They're supposed to be going over there today. I think I've got close to 70,000 baht in that front door, and he's supposed to go over today and hang the doors. We went last night and picked out the handles, the locking mechanisms, the locking on the one side door, and door stops and that kind of stuff. And that was like 5,000 baht for the two handles on both inside and out, and the lock and all that kind of stuff. So, and I think I had 60, so that's 65. And by the time I get the thing painted, my wife, I want to leave it natural wood, but my wife has nothing. She doesn't want anything to do with natural wood. So anyway, it's going to get painted white. And then he'll put this stained glass. And that stained glass is like a ½ inch thick. It's unbelievably, it's unbelievable. It was great. My wife did an awesome job picking that out. Too good for us. Who said that, Brock? Again, if I miss anything, let me know, guys. I'm not very good at this. So, and I'm imagining this Jeffrey Johnson's not Jeff Johnson. So whoever it is, as long as you keep it decent in here, it's fine with me. So that's done. The stairs are done. They need to put in the handrail on the stairs. They've got the outside 95% painted because we've been having a lot of rain here overnight and some during the day. So they haven't been able to paint the outside so that they could take down the scaffolding where we're gonna put the carport. So that should be done maybe in the next couple of days if the rain stays away. And then the guy can come in and put in the carport and the cover for the Thai kitchen. Then they can pour the driveway. I need to have the electrical moved so that he can finish the fence. They need to level the land up and then build some more concrete stuff for the Buddha, spirit house thing. And in the back where I'm going to have the tank and the pool pump and the house, water pump and that kind of stuff. And let's see. And then they've got to hang. I'm going to put 2 fans on my back patio, those oscillating ones, kind of blowing down on my patio. And then we'll put one in the Thai kitchen. And then there's going to be lights. They still need to cut in all the lights and stuff. They haven't quite done that yet. But Mitch is here. It might not be the same one, but it could be. I don't know. I'll leave that up to Mitch. But anyway, have you seen American Stove? Yeah, there are Dirty Old Man. If I would have had more land, I would have definitely put in a garage plus a carport. Then that way, because I'm so used to a garage American type garage where you step out of your house, and basically what my garage was my workshop, both metal and wood and whatever I was working on. Use that, but I didn't have enough land to do that. So maybe in the future, if I end up selling this, moving someplace else, or building something else, who knows? I will. If I have the land, I'll definitely be putting in a garage. Medium maker days off. Just purchased my Good for you, man. I'm talking to Mitch on that. Let's see. So I think I've got enough there to do a video. People have been asking. I actually talked to Foreigner Joe yesterday. He rang me on the phone, kind of saying, hey, what the hell? What's happening with your house? Had a good talk with him, 20, 30 minutes or so. He's such a great man. You want to know when I'm going to come to. I do want to try to figure that and work that into my schedule with my wife going over to Pachuca for 3 or 4 days anyway. Maybe we'll go to Hue Hin for Hawaiian. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that anyway, for a couple of days, and then down and visit Joe and Gift for a couple of days down there. I just have to figure it out. But so I told him, I said, I'm going to do something. And I would have said next week, but I went there today, and I think there's enough to where I could get like I said, a 3, 4, 5 minute video just to kind of bring everybody up to date on, what's going on over there. But they're doing a good job. I give, like I said, I get a little bit frustrated with my builder, but he's been so good to me. And like I said, probably would have been anybody else that had 3 houses going at the same time, and everything for the house basically doubled, steel, everything went up. Probably would have walked away, and he hung tough with all of them. The other ones were a quicker build. Both the other ones were single story houses. Mine's the one that's taken the longest. I'm really optimistic now. I wasn't yet, even as of yesterday, before I went to the house, that maybe I'd get at the end of this month. So I think I will. I'm hoping to get in before December. So we'll see. But the way that it's going now, and we met him over after we worked, my wife picked out, I don't know, she wanted bathroom doors that have like a stained glass inset on it. And one of them has koi fish, and other ones have some other kind of fish. So she picked those out, and then picked out the regular doors and the two outdoors, the one in the back, and the one from the kitchen to the Thai kitchen. So he should be hanging those probably Monday, if he didn't do them yesterday, because it was only 2:30 and they usually work to 5:30. So they might have enough time to hang some of them. Boy, am I not speaking too well today. There's Richard. Hi, everyone. Intros and outros look good, but I need to dial down the volume. Yeah, I didn't know how to do that. Okay. And I didn't know, Richard, I'm glad you're here. I didn't know how to bring it in. I pressed live, and then I went immediately down and pressed the intro, and I think I was off. I don't think I caught the very beginning of it. Maybe you can tell me what I need to do to do that. And again, I appreciate it. Richard's awesome. Yeah, so if I'm missing anything, guys, like I said, put it back in there. But they're great. They're awesome. Richard's making it a high-tech channel. People that are new to subscribing are going, oh, this guy's good at this stuff. Well, once you become a subscriber, I'll tell you, I ain't so damn good at it. I get people that like me and help me in a lot of that stuff. So it works out okay. I can stumble through a video now. I really like doing the live streams because first off, I don't have to type because I can't spell worth a crud. And so I like the interaction and being able to bring people on and see them and talk to them. And I like that part of it. But I will be putting up stuff now that I can get out and around. Most of it will probably be going on the scooter, going here and there, spending a night or two, maybe a camping one here or there. I'm going to see how bad it is and how much of a strain it is on me setting up the tent, getting in and out of it on my knees and stuff. And then I'll go from there. But if not, I'll still be taking probably 2 a month once we get into the house. Maybe 3 days. I'll go during the week when my wife's at work. Go maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and maybe go to Ubon. I'd like to go see Tat Panome where Chuck is. Definitely it's going to be a longer trip, but I'd like to take a bike ride over to Pachua. That'll probably be in the future, maybe next year. But a lot of shorter trips that are around me, maybe even some of the smaller places that people don't get to see, so that we can take a look at it together, basically. Richard, everybody thanking Richard. Yeah, thank Richard. Get ready, Troll Patrol. Yeah, they're probably going to come in. I don't care anymore. Doesn't really matter to me. Everybody wants to say what they want to say. It's fine, I don't care anymore. I'm enjoying my retirement. I'm having fun doing this. The 99% of the people that are on here that I meet and everything that I get from this doing this YouTube is well worth it for me. That 0.5% or 1% of the scumbags, that's just the way it goes. I don't care. Like I said before, they think they're going to threaten me. It ain't going to happen. Let's see. Did I miss it? Oh, Andy. I didn't see Andy. How you doing, Andy? If I missed it, like I said, put it up. Oh, hey, Soy Mafia, what's up? Yeah, it seems to be getting more and more and more. Usually before, when I started doing the live streams, there was maybe 8, 10, 12 people was a lot. Now it bumps up into the 20s and drops to like it is now, 18 and sometimes above 30. So it's getting there. People that like it will come back. And a lot of the people, I got a lot of new subscribers, I think 180 in my analytic thing that I still don't know how to read. I think it says 179 subs in the last 28 days. So it's getting close. I think I'm at 850. So what do I got? The 150 to go to that 1,000 mark, which is kind of cool. Let's see. I can show that, I think, right? I don't know. I should leave that up to you guys. I'm probably showing stuff that I'm not supposed to show and hiding stuff that I'm not supposed to hide. You got a different class of subscribers. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's the way I look at it, dirty old man. Everybody's, even the, I don't know, all the people that I've met so far, Mark and Mitch and Tom and Kevin from 30 and a Wake Up, all these people that I met when I was over on vacation in Pattaya, just great people, man. I mean, they're just like they are when they come on here and talk. There's no phony shit, no crap, being one way and portraying themselves another way. They're all the same, and I'm hope that they think the same of me. I think I'm pretty much the same right on here as I am when you meet me in person. 854 subs, cool. I have to ask, would you do it again or just buy? No, I would definitely do it again, even though it's frustrating. And like I said before, I've been with my wife over 2 years, and we've probably been in 10 arguments, and 8 of them were about the house in the last 7, 8 months. But I would do it again because we're getting exactly what we want. Actually, we cut a couple of corners here and there, but I would say 99% of what we both envisioned when we sat down and drew that and gave it to her brother, her cousin, the builder, was exactly what we wanted. With the exception, like I said, it's perfect size. It's like 2,200 square feet, meters. I think 196 or 8 or something like that, and that's all livable space. It's not like that's underneath, whatever. That's all livable space. And big, I think, in anybody that sees it in my wife's family or friends, oh, big house, big house. I think it's normal size for United States. Anywhere between 18 and 2,500, I think right in the maybe a little bit higher than lower square footage stuff that's maybe 12 to 14, 1,600. But I think the 2,000, 2,200 is like perfect. The kids, both bedrooms are upstairs. Everything that I need, and now I don't have to go up and downstairs. My knees, it just sucks. So our bedroom's there, which was the spare bedroom, which now is mom and dad's, the in-laws' bedroom. All kitchen, living room, everything's there, all on one level. It makes it. I can't wait to move. But yes, I would do it again in a heartbeat. Dave, as of right now, weekend stream is a bit difficult to follow you live. Yeah, during you work, right, Cobus? That's what it's hard for you to follow. Yeah, I'm gonna try actually doing a later one too. Like I just want to try one at like 4 or 5 o'clock. It just seems like most of the time, like I just joined Nick Dean's channel yesterday and watched him, but it was an earlier one, which was good for me. Most of the time that I've seen his stuff, it's been late at night, good for the UK, bad for me. But I couldn't comment or anything until I became a member, so I became a member. It's no big deal. I think 150 baht or something. It was reasonable. But he seemed like a nice guy. I met him very briefly. He probably doesn't even remember meeting me, but he seemed like a really nice guy. Let's see. What did I miss? Anything? Yeah, I think so, Robert. It's not too big. I always wanted big houses when I was with my wife that passed, and she just hated it. I had 35, 4,000 square foot homes, and she's going, it's me and it's you, and I've got to clean the place. So I've kind of got that shoved in my mind. The last house that we had was probably 1,900 square feet, and then it had a basement, or actually a lower level. It was built in the side of a hill, so the back part of it facing over the trees. This is the one that I just sold to my nephew. So I'm trying to keep it to that, and because she has to clean it or keep it clean, or the kids when they're here. And good news, they tested the 18-year-old again, so she doesn't have it. I think they're going to test again today or tomorrow or the next day, but she hasn't gotten any symptoms or anything, so that's cool. Conductivity issues. Why, Cobus? On my end or your end? Must be your end. Once you get your knees done. Yeah, exactly, Al. And I got to get it done. I'll probably hear from Robert now that you said that. Robert's going to get in on me. You got to get it done, Dave. You got to get it done. He's like my second father here. or mother. And is Mark here? Oh, look at Mark in Thailand, a new subscriber. Mark in Thailand, how you doing? Pleased to meet you. Just kidding. Everybody knows Mark. Um, who's here so far? Okay, cool, Randy. Yeah, member. Yeah, I guess you can set up and have members, and you can have member only streams, and I guess you could talk about a lot more crap, which maybe I'll do. I don't know if I could even do it now, because I know some people are interested in me. God knows why, but as long as it's not incriminating, I don't have a problem with talking about my life. I've been pretty open about it, but you can be a lot more open, I guess, in there. YouTube doesn't censor you as much or whatever, because not everybody can see it. Been shaved for 3 days. Let it grow. Andy's going to grow a scruffy beard. And then again, if you guys did watch Nick Dean's, and I don't know if anybody knows, maybe you know, I haven't watched this morning, but he he kind of got a little heads up that maybe they were going to open up entertainment venues tomorrow on the 1st. He didn't know for sure. He didn't want to start anything, but it was a rumor type thing. But I think it was a rumor, or I got the impression it was a rumor from a good source. Mitch maybe knows more about that if he's still in the chat. But that would be awesome. And I don't see any. They got to. I mean, like I said, I've been saying all along. And some people say, maybe don't come right now, and maybe better to wait till January if you're gonna. I'm still gonna stick with what I got. I would come now. I think that they are gonna, because I watched Chuck's video this morning, and he was more on that they don't have this Thailand pass thing quite ironed out yet. But I don't know. I mean, like with Chocolate Man, he went on Nick's show, and he said, he didn't run into anything. It just went through. And then the video that he put out about actually coming here, which was, I guess, a couple of weeks ago or a week and a half ago, he said, besides them checking his bag twice or whatever, and that was inner flights going from Phuket to Pattaya or to Bangkok. But I don't know. I don't see it. And then they said, and people say the same thing. What happens if I get a false positive or whatever? It's my understanding, like I think James said, 60,000 people have come through, and there's been 100 of them. So not quite as many as you would think. But it's under my understanding that they make you stay there, and then they test you again maybe the following day. So it's not like, my understanding, again, check all this crap, but that they don't just haul you off to the hospital or take you to a field hospital or anything like that. They wait a day and they test you again, and if you test, then you're free to go. But I don't know. I don't see any reason why not to come, and especially as of tomorrow, you can pretty much fly anywhere if you're vaccinated. I know there's anti-vaxxers, there's different outlooks on stuff. And like I said, I still have a hard time calling it a vaccine, because the vaccines that I got kept me from getting polio and all this stuff. This is a vaccine that doesn't keep you from getting what you're supposed to be vaccinated for, if that makes sense. I understand it lessens, or supposed to lessen, make it less severe, so you don't need to overload the hospitals and have, and have tubes shoved down your throat. You can basically come in, they'll check you out if you're okay and breathing okay, and then everything's less, they'll send you back home, and then you spend until you go out, and then you test negative, whatever. But I don't know. But I needed to get it done. I didn't have a choice. If I wanted to see my family, my grandkids, my friends, everybody in the U.S., I needed to be vaccinated. And I can almost guarantee you, come December 1st, almost every country will require some kind of certification that you've been vaccinated to fly. So if you are an anti-vaxxer and you want to go and you don't want to go anywhere, then sit where you are. That's obviously up to you. It's sad that you have to do that, but because like I said, I don't see the big problem with it, because even if you're vaccinated, you can still transmit it. You can still do this and that. So why wouldn't you be able to fly in a plane? I don't know. Maybe because the country or whatever you get to doesn't want to put you in the hospital and shove a tube down your throat. That makes sense. So I guess that's a reason. Did I miss anything? How's the sound? Sounds okay? Video's okay? It should be 720, I think. The wife and I are looking around next March or April. Cool. I'll be looking for. Where are you gonna go to, Kobus? You going to Pattaya, Bangkok? I'd like to meet up, is what I'm saying, for anybody that's coming here. If I could get to wherever somebody's going to be at. And I'd like to, once we get a bunch of people, 8, 10, 12, 15 people together, is meet some midpoint and spend a weekend getting to know each other. Picture's good. Thanks, Robert. Fair and control. Yeah, exactly, Al. Sounds great. Cool. Picture's good. Okay, thanks, Robert. Yeah, and that could be true. My only problem, Catch Bay, is, or my concern would be if I didn't absolutely need to, right? Is why? How can they approve something that usually takes 3 to 6 years to approve and do it in 6 months? If that's the case, why don't they do it all the time in 6 months? So my concern would be how do you know what long term is? What's going to happen in 2 or 3, 4 years, 5 years without the right testing. And I understand why they had to do it. And like I said, I'm not what I would consider an anti-vaxxer. But if I would have had my choice, I probably wouldn't have taken it. I probably would have just said, my daughter, like I told you guys before, on Father's Day, had me on the phone for 45 minutes begging me not to take the vaccine. So I guess I disappointed her. And I even told her that I'm not going to be able to come and see you. She said, I don't care. We'll do FaceTime. So she was that adamant about it. But let's see. If the vaccine is good, why booster shots? Yeah, exactly. But Andy, I think what it is it's a freaking flu shot, except they don't know what it does. That's the problem. I mean, they've got an idea what it's going to do, but they don't know for sure because it hasn't been long enough, And like I say, if I die in 3 years or if I grow an extra ear on my forehead, I'll just have them cut the ear off and, go on with it. As long as I don't drop dead, then that would be all right. But I'm hearing, people that are doing that, you don't hear about it much. One of the YouTube people here, Eyes of a Thai, I think he was 57. Her dad took it and got a fever and everything afterwards. And I think it was 5 or 6 days he was gone. And my condolences go to her and her family. You complain about the airlines and cramming passengers. Yeah. I don't know. I only know, let's see, who do I know that's actually traveled? James, but I haven't had really a chance to really talk to him or ask him a question on what his flights were like on the way back. The only person that I know that flown within the last 2 months would be Mitch. And he showed me a couple pictures from inside, and I mean, on a big plane, I forget what size it was, but there was 20 people on it or something. So I don't know. I mean, I imagine they're going to probably try, if they're allowed to, they're going to probably try to cram as many people on a flight as they can, because the airlines has to been getting just pummeled financially. So then I just checked a flight. If I wanted to go December 6th to the 20th, was $976 round trip from Bangkok to LAX on United. So they're still under 1,000. And so I still think that's a pretty good price. But do I really want to be in a tube for 18, 20 hours, man? I don't know. I feel okay. My breathing's still not 100%. So I'm going to wait probably till January or February. No choice. Yeah, I agree, Randy. I mean, it is hard, but they're going to get forced to it, and it's really kind of sad that if you're a firefighter or something in New York, and you don't get vaccinated, you don't work, and you don't get a job, and you don't make any money, and you starve. It's kind of sad. But it's the American way, I think, right? Mark said that's right. Mark came too. 28 souls on an A350. Yeah. So that sounds like about the same that was on like Mitch's fight, 20 to 30 people, if I remember right. If Mitch is still on, he can jump. Hey Tom, how you doing? You're with Brian Styland, cool. Due to my killing flare, I caught without being vaxxed, I would be quickly dead. Yeah, you know, you got to go with what you believe. You know, like I said, even though I don't believe in it 100%, I know that to do what I want to do, and that's one thing. Once things get back to fairly normal, is go back to the U.S. every 4 months for 3 weeks, 2 3 weeks, and and visit people. That was my original intent, even when I came here. That's what I did out, straight out of the bat. I was here for actually 3 months because I was on a 3 month visa. So I would just go back, go to my mom's house, go up north to my house, come back, go to the Thai embassy, get my next one, come back. I did that. I want to say 4 times before I got my retirement visa. Let's see. Yeah, that would be a good flight, wouldn't it, Randy? I could deal with that. Um, let's see, Tom, Ryan, April 21st, Bangkok, 350, 300 people. Wow. I'm playing, that was 20 plus, I mentioned, yeah. Wow. April 2021. Yeah, that sounds about right for then. Brian, a great Bill. Yeah, he is. That was Robert talking about Brian's Thailand. He built some awesome stuff. In case you guys don't subscribe to his channel, he's probably, I want to say, one of the best foreign builders from the UK. I believe he's from the UK. In fact, I know he's from the UK. But he's a good builder, does good work. Dirty old man was asking what airline and what route, Mark. I can only fly premium economy or business too big. Yeah, Harvard is. That's got to be a bummer financially. I can fit. I like to get the flying around inside Thailand. I like to get the extra leg room seat, and I'm pretty good. But on the long flights, it's been okay. I'm really weird. I mean, I've got bad circulation in my legs. I should be getting up and walking around. I'm a weirdo, man. A window seat from the time we take off to the time we land, 16 hours or whatever the long part of that leg is going to LAX from China, where I used to take. Excuse me. I don't get up, no bathroom, no nothing, and that's not really good. I wouldn't suggest that to anybody. I got to make myself get up and move around, or I'm going to get a blood clot, and kill myself. Singapore Airlines. I've heard a lot about Singapore, a lot of good things. Just north of the BKK. Where are you guys going, Tom? If you can say, or if you don't want to say, I understand. Greedy just went back to the U.S. His plane was nearly empty, plenty of room. Brock says, "Oh, I'm trying to click on the wrong thing." Okay, I'll tell you about that brain fade right there. I'm clicking on the YouTube side of my channel and thinking it's going to come up underneath my picture over here. Let's see, if anyone flying would seem to be a great time. Yeah, the only thing, Cobus, when and I wouldn't fly. Nothing against China, but it's just my personal. I just won't fly with them anymore. I did it strictly for monetary, for money. I think the cheapest flight I got a round trip ticket to LAX for under $600 was the cheapest one I got. I think $585 or something. So I did it for that. Damn near half of what they're getting now. But on the norm was right around 700 back then. But you'd find deals here and there. There's not a lot of better airlines to fly, I guess. So I guess I'm going to find out, because I'm probably either going to fly Delta or maybe Singapore or something like that. I got to check into it. But like I said, it's probably going to be February. 727s. Man. flew into China plane. Yeah, never again. You know, how do I say this and be nice about it? Nah, I think I'm just not going to say it. I didn't have a welcome feeling landing in Beijing. Uh, the people were not friendly in any way and went out of their way to be kind of nasty. I could, can't just lump everybody together, but I went through there 4 or 5 times and each time got the same greeting from obviously different people. But that's my experience. Let's see, 350, 20 people. Yeah, I bet. And I mean, I guess we can't expect that always that there's going to be 20, 30 people on a plane. But, and like I said, they've gotten hammered. So they're going to, they're going to try to start piling them in. I don't even know if they have any kind of, I haven't flown in so long. Maybe Mark knows or whatever, or there wasn't obviously enough people on that plane to worry about social distancing, every other seat or something. I don't know. I don't think they do that on the Asia Air in Thailand. I've seen a couple of them flying. They look full. They were sitting next to each other. I think I could be wrong. I have to check it out. No affiliation. But I mainly booked my stuff off of, what was it called? JF. Like I can't remember the abbreviations. I'll have to find out. But it seems like they came up with a lot of the better deals. But I think if you go directly to the websites of the company you plan to fly with, I think you can probably get better deals. You never had an issue. I did each time I went to. I mean, and it wasn't like it was horrible. Maybe I'm just used to Thailand, Al, where people are always smiling and, they always got something good to say, never anything bad to say. You don't see frowns. You don't see, shrugs or any kind of weird facial deal. And I got that when I was there. And maybe it was because of a white face. I don't know. But it wasn't like they just came up and kicked me in the leg or anything like that. But it made me feel that way. Oh, that's right. You were in business class. That's right. Mark was. So, let's see. I guess how long we've been in here? 38 minutes. I guess I will come over here. Can I put? I will. I think I have to. Can I put this in on? Let me see if I copy this here. Can I put it over in the? Let's see. Huh? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. I can copy it from the StreamYard side and paste it in the YouTube side. I'm getting way above myself there, technology wise. But anyway, anybody that wants to come on, more than welcome. Let's see. This is an Aussie. I really don't normally let Australians on the stream, but we'll make an exception for Mark, and I'm sure that Brock will probably come in. God, 2 Aussies. I'm surrounded. How you doing, guys?
Good morning or good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
It's been a while, but my routine now in the morning is I wake up nice and early. I hop on the scooter and I go down the beach and I walk for about an hour along the beach, come back and then have a shower, have my breakfast, have my coffee. So Dave goes on at 8:30. I'm on my way back from the beach most mornings about that time.
I'm gonna start doing it. If you're not subscribed to Tony, Bad Badger, you know who that is, Mark? He's going every morning and doing a live stream, trying to get people to, as he said, to get off your ass and go out and walk. And Tony's a great guy. So if anybody wants to join that while you're walking yourself with your phone, it might be kind of fun, break up the monotony. I think I would be a little bit more motivated if I was Yeah, of course, it's probably a cop out. If I was by the beach, I think I'd rather walk on the beach. But I need to get my ass out, as Tony would say, and start walking and do the gym. I think 4 days a week will be plenty, but we'll see how sore I get.
Well, I've been putting myself through some punishment. There's plenty of strong tea in Thailand, and I've been going out for an afternoon tea most nights of the week, just catching up with people. So it's been really good. So it's been
Good.
a while since I was talking to my mum this morning, and she says, "You're not turning into a teaholic, are you?" And I said, No. I've just overindulged over the last week or so.
Let's see. I'm going to switch back over. Now I can do both, I think. There we go. That was a question for you, Mark.
Life of the day, Tommy, is, well, look, don't tell anybody, but we're actually building a house. And we're buying a house that's currently under construction. So we're been dealing with the builder, dealing with cabinet makers. Other parts of the day is yesterday was back to the dentist for the daughter. She had an issue. She's got braces, so it's back to the daughter. Today is off for her second Pfizer shot, which is the school, so she can go back into the actual classroom. Days, as I said, I wake up early, I go for a swim along the beach. It gets hot here during the middle of the day, so we tend to have a bit of a relaxed lunch, go out for lunch most days, I catch up with friends here just 15 minutes up the road. There's a nice bar called the Sun Moon Bar. There's a free plug for Steve's bar, but he has a great bar, some great food, just 5 minutes up the beach here. So I do still a little bit of work for a couple of clients in Australia. So, I try to set aside some time for that during the day.
How you doing now?
Don't know where the day goes, Tommy. Don't know where a day goes half the time.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to see the house that Mark is very nice place. I was going to say, are you a swimmer? Do you like to swim? Because that's like the best exercise.
Yeah.
Now, this place has a community pool and a weight room and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the thing that I'm I have the gym and I'll have the little plunge pool, but you can't really, you're not going to swim laps in that unless I put one of those deals that shoot the water at you so you can swim in one end of it, which I could. It wouldn't be that hard to do, just pumps. And I might do that now that I just mentioned that. Maybe I will.
In Australia, I had a 13-meter pool, 85,000 litre pool. And what I used wasn't long enough to swim laps, but what I used to do was just tie my legs together and then tie them onto at the edge of the pool. Because when I swim, I don't really use my legs an awful lot. And then I joined an inner Melbourne club, and they had a 25-meter indoor pool. So during the winter months, I would swim 5 or 6 Ks before work every morning. But I am looking forward to getting. This is a 25-meter outdoor pool here, and I'm looking forward to hopping into that.
It looked your house looked perfect.
Thank you.
I mean, if I was because it's just maybe the 3 of you at the most, right? And most of the time it's going to be the 2 of you. What do you need? I mean,
yeah, that's right. It's perfect. So she's got one more year at what we call in Australia secondary school, and then she goes off to university. Hopefully, I hope she does. I hope she gets a good enough entrance score to go to uni, and then she'll be coming home when teenage daughters come home. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. According to my wife, the daughter's going to what it is, college or whatever it is now. Her first year, she's 18.
To China,
he said
a
18,
Starbucks
19,
cup
20,
from Beijing.
21, 22. I think she said 4 years. So she 22. So she's going to 18, 19, 20, 22 or 23 before she'll actually be coming home full time. But at that point, she'll be able to teach traditional Thai dance and that kind of stuff. And she just, in fact, if I could share it on people that know me on Facebook, if I shared the one, my daughter was ecstatic and her mother was crazy. She got all A's on that that test and all that stuff she went to. It was like she was jumping up and down and stuff. So all her marks were all A's. So she was excited. So everybody was, everybody likes to see them, likes to see people do good in their family.
Yeah.
So
look, the only time we see her now, and she's literally only 3 minutes up the road on her Scoopy, is when she hasn't got any clean clothes. So she brings them back here, whacks them in. So, I hadn't seen her for a week yesterday. So she had to go back to the dentist just because she had an issue with her braces. Put a load of washing in the washing machine. We all hopped in the car and we went out for seafood buffet for yesterday. Oh, I tell you, worked it out. It was $60 Australian, and there was crab, there was prawns, there was. We had 7 courses. I had 2 strong teas. The girls had 2 coconut milkshakes, a couple of Pepsis, blah, blah, blah. And we still bought a heap of food home for $60 Australian.
Man, I know you can't beat eating here, that's for sure.
And we were looking at the fish that was swimming around. They're about that big. We're looking at the fish, and she goes, that one. and the crabs were still alive, and I mean, this is right opposite the beach. It was a wonderful,
nice.
wonderful. Yeah.
And I missed that. Say hi. What were you saying, Al? Something about your cup. I don't know what your cup was. I didn't catch it.
Proof that I've been to China.
Okay.
From Beijing.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't have great experiences there. But like I said, I'm not going to lump everybody completely together. But like I said, it was just kind of weird that the 5 times that I've been there, I got the same feeling as soon as I got into the airport. And obviously they were from different
Starbucks
people.
Cup.
A Starbucks cup?
No, it's not.
Okay. What is it?
Okay.
I can't see.
That was okay. Yeah.
Now we're getting to coffee segment.
Let's see. How long ago was it's probably back in somewhere between 16 and 16, well, maybe 15 and 18, like 2015, 2018. I was actually down in Hua Hin, or not Hua Hin, pardon me. Crap, what the hell's the name of that city? Where the outbreak supposedly started.
I don't
crap.
know.
Friggin', I know the name. It was in the news a whole bunch, but I didn't get a cup when I was there.
Wuhan.
Yes, Wuhan. Yes, I was
Wuhan,
actually down in Wuhan for a week.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, people want to come. I don't know when everybody's planning. I know Brock's not going to come until Australia says you can get back in no problem, which I'm guessing is going to be somewhere around 2050. I think it is 2051, right in there. So if Brock's still alive, he'll be here.
Yeah, probably not.
I hope I sent Andy the rumor thing I got, and I sent it to Brock too, I think. But Brock said that's the federal government, not because I don't know anything about Australia. But they said that they were gonna waive everything. You got jabs, come on back, come on right in and walk in. Isn't that basically what it said? Something to that effect?
Yes, from November 1. Yep.
But that's all but the federal doesn't outrank the local whatever it is. I don't know how your government works. Okay.
No.
So the federal government here basically overrules per se all these state governments and stuff. They basically trump them somehow, and I don't.
In some places, federal overrules state, but health issues are state problems, not a federal.
I see. Well, I know, like they said that now tomorrow, I guess the sandboxes are going to be gone, and they'll just be like blue zones or whatever. But according to what my understanding is, like in Phuket, if the governor or whatever they're called, because I don't know that either, um, says that you can, open up entertainment venues and drink and whatever the case may be, they can go ahead and do it. So I'm kind of interested. Although when James was there and stuff I seen, were they 100%? No, but there was a bunch of people having a great time in Phuket. So I don't know. I guess we'll see tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be very telling. Like I said on Nick's show, he said he got a text or something and didn't want to, get too excited about it. But they're saying maybe tomorrow they'll be able to open up entertainment venues, which would be awesome. Because I know that people like him need it. I mean, they can say what they want. This guy's rich and this guy is this and this guy. You know what? If you got a business, you want to keep it going. And all the people that I know that have businesses there, they've been fighting. And that's not even taking into consideration the Thai people that need the rent money if they don't own the bar themselves, and or they have the bar, they need to be open, man. They have to make money. They can't just starve. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that they open stuff up and then not panic if it jumps from 8,000-9,000 to 12,000 or up to 15,000 even. Just let the thing mellow out again. I'm hoping anyway. Like I said, I don't think that unless they get a gigantic spike up to 60,000 people in one day, I think they're going to be like they were in Phuket. We'll reevaluate it. Yeah, it looks good. Boom. And go on, which is a good thing that they did. If they would have closed the thing down when it went out of those realms of how many cases and all that kind of stuff, they would have shut down Phuket. It would have been a nightmare. So I think they did absolutely the correct thing, being the Thai government. So hopefully they do the same. Hopefully they open up.
They were sort of stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's very hard to slam Phuket down again, and you've got people just about to arrive. You've got people that have got tickets booked. It's you're going,
yeah, because I guess what
come back.
I saw, I'm trying to think of what. Basically, this Thailand pass is basically a health certificate, is what I'm gathering. And again, everybody check with the government. But according to Chuck and his stream, they don't have it together yet. They're going to be closing down the COE, but if you do have a COE, you can still use it. I don't want to go wrong because I know James had said that and given somebody some crap about saying that the COE was no good. But when they change over, but they still haven't really finalized exactly everything. And I know James, if you guys are, with him on Facebook, he's got a couple of things in there on all the things. But I think within the first week of November, they're going to have the stuff pretty much nailed down, and they'll, shouldn't be a problem. Like he said, he didn't have a problem in the world, coming over. Like you said, I think the biggest bitch that I saw that he had was that once he was here flying from Phuket to Bangkok, they went through his bags like he was smuggling people in. So, but, he didn't care. It's part of the process. Whatever you got to do, you got to do. And I'm in agreement with that. So like I said, I'm still a firm believer. If you want to come to Thailand, come to Thailand, man. Like I said, come. I don't think, is there going to be one person that's going to have a nightmare? Yeah, probably, but I'm a gambler, I'll come here and spend. I know that Lucas Ride for Kicks, he's doing a bunch of stuff on 3 different low priced hotel, medium, and semi high under $100 deal. 5 hotels in each category in Pattaya, and these are 4 and 5 star hotels for $50, $60, $70 a night. It's 100. One of them was under 100, or most of them were under 100. His top range. But anyway, what I'm saying is you can come here, stay in a nice 4-star hotel. I stayed in a 4-star hotel with breakfast for 1,000 baht a night. The biggest complaint was the Thai ladies complained we didn't have internet in the room, which I've never heard of. But we didn't have internet in the room. Although it says free internet on the Agoda deal, when I called down, they said, oh, yeah, we got free internet in the lobby. So, but I was lucky. Like I said, I did Richard's show. I did the 3 or 4 live streams I did from there, all on my my TOT SIM card and my iPhone 7. So it worked out good. So we'll see. Am I missing anything, guys? You asking? Let's see. When you can build a cabin.
Yeah,
I'm not missing
just
anything.
slowly.
Right?
People are listening, I think. The biggest visible thing that people don't like about the what's the name new scheme is the apparent expense of the hotels. I looked into some of them, and the hotel might cost you 2,000 baht for your first night, but it includes pickup from the airport, your test in the hotel. They've got medical on standby. There's a whole lot of services they have there waiting, so it costs. It's
Yeah,
not bad.
like I said, the stuff that I saw when I was in Pattaya was you could find stuff, very nice hotels. I wanted one. The reason that we went to the one that I went to was because my wife had been there before with TOT as they did a seminar, so she liked it. The food was perfectly acceptable. Eggs. The only thing they didn't have that, of course, I like is bacon. They didn't have bacon. They had everything else: omelet station, cereal, all sorts of Thai food. It was good, even though I didn't do a video on it that I threatened to do. I think in 2 or 3 live streams. But it had that beach view, unobstructed, straight out. You could walk straight out to the beach. The pool was right in the front. It was a very, very nice pool, and I wanted that beach thing because I had the kids with me, so they could go out there. Although they never go in the water there, they did when we went to Koh Chang to Serenity. But who's leaving?
I gotta go because we gotta go. Daughter's popping in. We gotta go get her vaccine. So
Okay, cool.
good
Mark,
to see
thanks
you
for
all
stopping by.
again. Good to see you all again. Enjoy the rest of your day, morning, afternoon, whatever it might be.
All right,
Cheers,
Swati.
all.
Yeah,
Cheers.
see you later, Mark.
See you, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, see you, Mark.
And then there were 3.
And one of my neighbors sold their house, had to remove the popcorn. The popcorn, what? The popcorn ceiling? Is that what you're saying, old man? I'm
Yeah,
imagining
he's
that's what I
poking
call it.
fun at my ceiling.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh.
The reason that they had it scraped, and I had a cousin that did that actually, and they were making a lot of money, but they had there's asbestos in some of that popcorn ceiling, especially the stuff that was back in late 50s, early 60s, mid 60s, something like that had asbestos in it. So a lot of people wanted it scraped out and done, especially when they were selling homes. Same with the air conditioners back then. Well, they weren't air conditioners; they were heaters, like in my mom's house. And I want to say she bought her house in early 60s, and I took all the asbestos out. The plenums that came off the top of the heaters at that point, and some of the ductwork was asbestos or asbestos wrapped. So if you get into your closet, and you see a corrugated, what almost looks like cardboard, wrapped around your sheet metal duct, don't just go in there and start clawing at it, because that's asbestos. Have somebody come in and remove it, or whatever. Although I'm one to talk. I mean, 28 years in HVAC. In the early days, big giant boilers. I cut off insulation on big hospital storage tanks and boilers and stuff like that, just packed full of. You couldn't even see. The dust was so thick, and I inhaled all that. So, and if I didn't get it, I guess I'm just lucky, because I could have gotten it easily. There's a disease, and I can't remember what it is, but
It's called asbestosis.
a lot of boiler people and HVAC guys and old timers got. I guess I'm an old timer.
Mesothelioma or some such thing.
Yeah,
It's called asbestosis.
asbestosis.
Yep.
Yeah, it's supposed to be nasty for your lungs, but I've had my lungs checked, obviously, over the years, because I guess you can see it. And my doctors always bitched at me because I would go in and get the the X-ray, and then he'd come back in and go, because I've been smoking since I was 12, and he would look at me and go, "Man, I wish I could just tell you your lungs look like shit so that you would stop smoking, but I still want you to stop smoking, but your lungs look okay." So, hey, Bacon and Eggs, how you doing?
Yeah, I got a little story here. Is a guy like you, just worked around asbestos all his life, no respirator protection, anything like that. Never had any issues. His wife caught it and died from the stuff that she got off his clothes from
Really?
doing his laundry.
That's gotta suck.
Yeah.
In my Air Force days, some of the married persons' accommodation had that popcorn stuff on the ceiling of their married quarters, which caused a problem because when you moved out, you had to clean everything. And
Right.
you can't clean those popcorn ceilings. There's just no
Yeah.
way to do it.
What the people used to do that I know back then was they would just take one of those big, giant, thick, matted rollers and
Yeah,
roll the
repaint.
frickin' things with paint. Yeah. And then they figured that, okay, you can't do that anymore. You got to scrape it and take that crap out. At least they did in the United States, as far as I know. Made people take all the asbestos out, which was good for the people that had asbestos removal companies. I mean, it generated money. That's, of course, a good thing.
One of the plants I used to work at is still doing asbestos removal.
Asbestos removal. I'm looking. Sorry, I'm laughing at dirty old man wanting to know if Hip has bought a bikini yet. They're at it already. I guess it's after an hour.
They're
So we're
other
into
way.
the.
That's Thip asking if Dirty Old Man has bought a bikini.
Oh, okay. Is that what it is? Oh, she is. Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe he has. Have you? LOL, not yet.
I'm not sure I want to see that.
I don't know, but yeah, the visual right now, Dirty Old Man, is not a good thing. So, but anyway,
Having chatted with Thip numerous times online, yep, she wouldn't look too bad in a bikini at her age.
no. She's very very good looking woman. That's for sure. But you know what it is here, the people that want to come here and meet nice Thai ladies and stuff like that. When I came here, like I said, my story was a little bit different. My wife had just passed away. I was depressed. I came to Thailand knowing eventually I'd like to meet somebody. I didn't want to die alone. I wanted to spend my time and have a little bit of fun, even though I didn't think it was possible. And thank God it was. But anyway, when I didn't want a 25-year-old partier, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, God bless you. Have a good time. I know I did, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking between the 40 and 50-year-old, and ended up my wife was 38 when I met her. But she was like the perfect woman and perfect for me. Went to bed, worked a full-time job, went to bed same time I did, 9 o'clock, asleep, gets up in the morning, normal times. That's what I was looking for. If it would have been ideal, the hardest thing that we have is she doesn't really need to work, but she wants to work, and it covers her mom and dad's insurance, the kids' insurance, my insurance now, and she's been there 20 years, and she's built relationships with all her friends there, so she's not going to. But I think that, and I don't know exactly, and you don't have to say Hip, but I think Hip's in her early 40, right around 40 somewhere. And I think it's the perfect age.
How old she is. I know how old she is.
We'll leave that up to her. But that's the perfect woman to me. And the Thai women in that age, first in their mind, they don't mind guys with beard and that are 60 at that time when I met my wife, 62 years old. In fact, the stuff that I'd like to get my wife on one time. She doesn't think she speaks good enough English, but the way that she explained it to me is, it isn't so much that they want, a lot of them have been burned by their Thai husbands or boyfriends. And I'm talking about burned. I'm talking about cheated on. Most of the men that are 55 and retired, they have a stable retirement. They can support them. Most of them aren't looking for millionaires. They just want to have a good life, you know. And the 50 to 60-year-old man, foreigner, basically fills that all the checks, all the boxes, you know, for them. And to me, my wife's the last woman I'll sleep with. I'm not. What am I going to do? Look at me, for Christ's sake. You know, am I going to run around? I'm an old man. I like to think that
That's still
you
an
know,
issue for me.
what's that?
That's still an issue for me. If when I find another lady, she's got to be active in that particular neck of the woods.
Yeah, you mean as far as traveling and stuff, or
Nope. Horizontal dancing. Let's just
oh,
call it that.
well, I don't think that's a problem with any woman in Thailand, regardless of their age. I don't think that. I don't think that is the only thing that's like with me. First of all, I didn't think that I was going to be able to find somebody. Do I believe that my wife truly loves me? Yes, I do, 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. And some people will say, "Oh, you could get burned. You get that." Yeah, you can, but you can get that anywhere. You can get that in the United States. You can get that in the UK, in Australia, anywhere you want to go. You can get burned, you know. But you just got to be smart about it. But I think the perfect place for that is Isan. The women here in that, like I said, that's what I was looking for. I didn't want to go out I didn't want to go out with a 20, 26, 28-year old that wanted to go out every night of the week and drink and stay up. That's just me. And somebody else might be the perfect woman for them. I don't know. But it wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for somebody to spend my life with, uh, constantly have a smile on their face, which she does, her family does, her children do. I do 99% of the time, except when there's crap with my house. Then I get a little cranky, and I try to keep that down to a minimum. My wife tells me I'm out of line, and I need to calm down, so I calm down. But yeah, I
Hey,
that's
James,
why I came here. Mr. Michello. Oh, Rangsan, Sarah. I finally am getting notified on your videos, Rangsan.
Chocolate Man.
Glad to see.
Woohoo!
Is he here?
Sorry.
James?
Yep,
Oh
here,
yeah. Hey, we were just talking about you. When you
James.
flew back, James, how many people were on your flight? Gotta feed Fa. Isn't that a 24-hour a day job, feeding Fa? Sure looks like it.
Could be the name of a TV show.
But yeah, we were talking about flights, and like when Mitch came over, there was 20 people on the flight. Mark said there was under 30 people on the flight. I was just curious. I said I never got a chance to ask James what his flight was from the U.S. back to the big flight across. 75% capacity or more on all my flights. Cool. Well, I guess that's a good thing, right? I mean, um, I think they're all going to come, man. Is it going to be overnight? No, but I hope Nick Dean was right on his and Chocolate Man was on his live stream yesterday, and he got a little message that maybe tomorrow they'd open up these bars, which would be awesome. I bring you a gift from America. Oh yeah, that's right. You do, don't you, Mitch? Mitch has a gift for Ring Sant. I know what it is. I want it. If Ring Sant doesn't want it, I'll take it. 8 passengers on the flight, 16, including attendants. Wow. Yeah, only 8. I thought there was 28 people. So yeah, I think that's pretty much 90%. That takes up 90% of your time when you're here, James, is feeding Fa. And then I talked to Joe yesterday, and I guess he's Chuck's coming back soon or whatever, and I'm still game and want to get in on that on at least part of that motorcycle ride. Are you still planning on renting a Harley, or are you gonna go with the twist and go 350 or something? I think that's what Chuck's gonna ride. I know that's what Joe's gonna ride.
I think Chuck said he was going to be coming back on the 9th or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what he said in today's video or this morning's video.
Yep.
16 flight crew members and 8 passengers. Mitch was feeling quite important. Let's see. James might be gone already.
Oh, hey, James, the face of the guy who gives you so much grief all the time. In a fun way.
See, Joe's taking vaccine with the media. Holy shit. Is he really? I don't think so. I don't know. I talked to him yesterday. He hadn't yet. But yeah, I guess that's kind of an issue, isn't it? Now, maybe you can correct me, James, but if we're out cruising around through different areas of Thailand and they check, they're going to ask for vaccination, right? I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I know in Canada now, you have to be vaccinated to travel from province to province.
Yeah, but I James might know. James is pretty much up on all that crap. I'm not. I should be more than I am, but I'm not. But he probably knows. But yeah, because I think Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, he didn't have any issues except for one, and I think they asked him, and I'm talking about checkpoints and stuff like that, that they did ask him for vaccination. Might have been a hotel. I don't know for sure.
Some hotels require vaccination.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see if Chocolate Man's
There's
got it
nothing
here.
on
I'll
their
put it up
sites
here.
to say so.
Misheard you. Thought you said Joe was no, not that I know of. but it just kind of brought up a good point, and that was, if are they gonna could ask for it at checkpoints, right? If we're traveling around Thailand, won't be like that for a long time. What was that? That was Mitch saying that? I'm missing up. Now I've got both these comments up here and I'm confusing myself. So I'm closing this one and I'll just go back with YouTube. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it'll happen. But I'm hoping that I'd like to get out. I want to put some miles on that on the fours or kilometers, as they say here in Thailand. Planning December when we, yeah, that's what I'm planning to go to. Me and Mitch will probably go together. I'm imagining, or at around the same time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in a couple of years, but I was actually planning on picking up an Indian Scout while I was over there, or once I was over there, because there's actually.
Do they make them here, or they make them? Where are they making them? They do make them.
They've got a showroom in Bangkok now.
Ah,
so both Indian and Harley are made in Thailand now. So that drops the prices rather drastically from importing one.
I know that they make I don't know about all, but I know they make the Forza 350 they make here in Thailand, Honda. And what I buy, it isn't so bad, but I just can't. I don't know how much is a Harley new. Even just a Dyna, the cheapest model's got to be, I don't know. I paid $12,000 for my 2008, and they never changed that much. The Dynas, they said probably, I imagine now would maybe be 14,000, but the baggers and stuff, I didn't want to pay the $28,000-$30,000 they wanted for a bagger, 6 years ago when I was looking at one. I said, forget it. I bought a wrecked one and I was going to redo it. And then my wife got the cancer and I just got rid of it and didn't do it. But I just refused to pay $50,000 for a freaking Harley. I won't do it.
Yeah. One of the reasons why I bought a Indian was because everybody and their dog and their dog's puppies has a Harley, and I like to be different. So I got an Indian.
Indians, I've never ridden one. I've ridden a 36 with suicide shift and stuff, but with a sidecar actually. My neighbor across the street had one, but I've never ridden any of the new ones. I have no idea. I'm sure they're quality made motorcycles. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah, well mine's 1130 cc's. Yeah, I see that comment there, James. Mine's 1133 cc's, and because for the moment, anyways, I'm as light as I am. It's got plenty of pickup and goes. It'll do 120 Ks all day for like 250 clicks until I have to refuel because it's got a small tank. I guess I don't know about in Thailand, but in North America now you have to have double-walled tanks, so you lose I'm going to say around a half a gallon, about 2 liters of capacity, just from having that double-walled tank.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Mm.
2021 Road King special start at. So what is 1,329,000 baht, Joe? Way more money than I'm going to
It's
spend.
about $40,000.
Yeah, I won't do it. I spent what was mine? 180,000 baht for that Forza. And here was my. First of all, I wanted a twist and go. Second of all, if I'm going to do, I'm probably going to cruise somewhere around 100 kilometers. And if I have enough oomph on that throttle to get out of any kind of trouble that I'm in, that's the one. And that 350 will do it all day long. Mitch is leaving?
Yeah, he's filled his bike up and he's on the road again, I think.
Oh, okay. He posted a bunch. Who posted? Oh, Mitch did. Okay, cool. Thanks, Mitch. But yeah, so I don't know, James. Have you driven the 350? I know that it was really weird too because I'd only driven the old style. The changes that I would have made to the old style was increasing the wheelbase and a bunch of stuff like that. I would do, and that's what they did. But when I went into the dealer, boy, they looked at me like I had leprosy when I said, "Can I test drive this thing?" It was like, no. So they won't even let you test drive it. And I just took it under what I saw there and everything. I said, okay, go ahead and give me that one. And I took it, and I really like it. I like it a lot. But if you haven't driven one, like I think when Mitch finally gets here, before he buys whatever he's going to buy, he's going to. I told him he needs to at least drive it.
In American, they're your mojo maybe, but in Canadian, it's about just under 45,000 Canadian for that bike.
48,000 Canadian.
No, 45.
45. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Going crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've been riding Harley since I was 16 years old, and rode my panhead to high school. You all know those stories. I paid $1,000, $900 for basket cases on the panheads that I built, and then when it came up and everybody started riding, which I don't have any problem with what they call yuppies or whatever, suit and ties that wanted to ride. I mean, just ride. I mean, I love to ride. I don't care who it is, but it did drive the motorcycles up through the roof. And then on the other hand, I look at it and it said that's probably what saved Harley Davidson was all those people wanting to ride, and they all love it. I mean, you don't have to be a hardcore, biker type to ride motorcycles. When I was younger, that's what I thought, but now I look back on it, and it probably did. It probably saved Harley Davidson. Let's see. All right, now 1.8 Indian Roadmasters starting at 1,855,000 baht. So that's got to be over 50 grand, right?
If you
56.
divide it by 6,
56. Okay.
If you divide it by 3, it's a rough.
But that's the big one.
The Scout's cheaper.
Yeah, the Scout's the mid range. The Scout is the equivalent to a crap. Now I have to remember what it's called. The mid range Harley bike. Crap. I know I used to know what it was called. Damn. Oh well. Anyways, it's their mid range bike.
All right. And I'm imagining it's somewhere around 1.3, 4, 2, 5, something like that. 1.2. I'm guessing.
Well, mine, by the time I threw on saddlebags and a windshield, ran me 24 grand Canadian. So about.
And what is
20...
that? How many baht is that?
Oh, okay, hold on a sec.
And the only reason I'm saying that is I'm looking at what Joe had put up for the Road King, the 2021. How much? Oh, okay. He put up the 2021 Road King. They start at 1.3, right around 1.3. So I was just curious on how that stacked up to a Harley big bike. Now the Road King probably has saddlebags, right? Maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't know if they're an add-on or not. I know for my bike they were.
Or an add-on.
24,000 Canadian dollars is how much in Thai baht? $24,000. 644,000.
So about half
baht.
the price of the Road King. So and it's probably a nice bike. I don't even know how much Sportsters are there. How much is the 1200, Joe?
Ah, that's the word I was looking for. They're the equivalent of a Sportster.
Yeah, the 1200. I know that they had two. I don't know if they still make. I don't even know if they still make Sportsters. I don't follow Harley anymore. But they had the small ones, which were 998s or something, and then they had the 1200 Sportster, and I'd be curious to see how much that was. Okay, Joe said 2001. What's a 48? Is that a style of a Harley? I'm imagining it is, Joe. You got to let me know because I haven't looked at anything Harley in 10 years. In fact, probably longer than that. He's going to drop off now. I'm great. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Cobus. Appreciate it. And everybody, and even like I said, all the subscribers and all the new subscribers. Thanks a lot, man. You guys are the greatest. And I know a lot of people just like to watch, and that's cool. No problem.
See you, Cobus. It's almost past Sunday here.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
James, if you're still here.
I don't think he is, but you can go ahead and try. What's the 48, Joe? Did he answer? Let's see, Joe. Yeah, it's about the same as the Scout. Okay.
Chocolate Man's still working.
Who is?
Chocolate Man James is still. Oh,
I think they're eating. I think he's feeding Fa, which is a whole day in itself.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a unopened bottle of Crown Royal from 1998.
Well, we can help you do something about that if you want.
Yeah, you better drink it. That's going to be going off soon, Al.
Oh, this is strictly to torment James because I know this is his favorite drink.
Yeah, he does like Crown Royal, that's for sure. All right, to the sports start at 700, so right about the same. But is that the small Sportster or is that the 1200? I don't even know if they make both anymore. Like I said, I'm a little bit. I want to say I haven't looked at any of the prices since 2008 since I bought the one. Maybe after that, 2010, when they wanted 30,000 for a motorcycle, and I said no, it just ain't happening. Same thing with pickup trucks. A pickup truck is 50, 60,000. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
but and that's what they cost here.
700 grand Thai baht. That's not bad. That's like less money than what you have to have in the bank for your retirement visa.
Yeah, but he's saying that 48, and I'm imagining that's 48 cubic inches, or maybe like an old 45. I don't know, but anyway, a 48 was kind of equivalent to the Scout. We'd have to pull it up. I guess I could go on. I do have the technology to go and pull stuff up and put it on, but I'll screw up something and it'll shut off. Not that it makes a difference because I'm getting ready to end this. You can't buy Jack Daniel's whiskey in the country. It's made in. It's a dry county. Okay. I didn't know that, dirty old man. All right, I think I get the sneaking suspicion that Mitch and Chocolate Man are together eating, and I'm sure my mother. I got to go to the house because I want to do that video and get it out, and it's been almost an hour and a half, which is what I'm trying to keep stuff at. I do want to try a one on about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I might do that today. I might jump on at 5 or 6 o'clock just to see what if there's people in the UK that want to watch. I'll try it. What the hell? If no one's watching, I can just go off. But anyway, now I don't know exactly how to end this video, but I think that I'm going to hit the outro. Then I'm gonna. Can I hit the end broadcast? I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to try this. You guys will find out what's happening. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for all the support from everybody. Everybody's great. Brock and Al, thanks for coming on. Randy,
Yeah,
Dirty Old Man, Joe, everybody in the chat, Hip, everybody in the chat, Catch Bay, Randy, I think I already said. I think I covered, and Brock's already here. So I'm gonna try this, and then I will talk to you all later. Have a good day.
Talk to you in a bit, Tip.
Bye.
See you later. See you later, Brock.